I want to start with a story. A few years ago, a friend of mine came to me, frustrated and heartbroken. She had done everything right. She was kind, attentive, loving, and always supportive. She cooked his favorite meals, laughed at his jokes, gave him space, and even went out of her way to make him feel special. And yet, he still walked away. She couldn't understand why. She asked me, "Did I do something wrong? Wasn't I enough?" And that's when I realized something almost nobody talks about. Love isn't about how much you give, or how perfect you appear, or how many times you say, "I care." There's something deeper, something invisible, that actually makes a man fall in love. It's not obvious, but once you understand it, everything changes. As the writer Rupi Kaur once said, love is not about possession, love is about appreciation. And what I want to show you today is why appreciation, the kind that makes someone feel truly significant, is the hidden key to real, lasting love. Because until someone feels that deep significance, all the attention, all the effort, and all the gestures in the world won't make them stay. Men don't fall in love just because of how you look. They don't fall for you simply because you're amazing in bed. They don't even fall for you just because you made their favorite meal multiple times. The truth is far more surprising, much more psychological, and honestly, a little uncomfortable to hear. Until this one essential thing happens first, he might enjoy your company. He could like you a lot. He may even chase after you. But real love, that's a whole different story. Stick around, because once you understand this, you'll see why some women are seen as the one, while others get ghosted faster than a bad Tinder date. Let's face the truth. Men don't fall in love the way many women imagine. You might think he notices your beauty, chuckles at your jokes, feels some chemistry, and suddenly he's in love. That's not how it works. It's not about charm, looks, or sex alone. There's something deeper, something invisible that sparks real love. Most women miss it because they focus on the wrong things. They try to impress, please, or entertain. And while these things can make him enjoy your presence, they don't guarantee love. Love is built differently, quietly, and often when you least expect it. Most women think love starts with attraction, fun, or shared moments. But men's hearts don't work on the same schedule. They need more than what's on the surface. They need a sense of connection that goes beyond appearances and temporary excitement. You can be kind, attentive, funny, or even perfect in ways society tells you to be, yet he might not feel love. That's why some relationships stall or fade even when everything seems right. Love isn't earned through actions alone. It's stirred by something emotional and psychological, something that can't be forced or rushed. The surprising part, many women never see this coming. They think love is about keeping him interested, keeping him happy, or making him want more. But that's just the first stage of his attention. He can enjoy you, feel pleasure, and even pursue you without ever truly loving you. Real love requires a shift in his mind and heart. It's not about being perfect or overgiving. It's about triggering a deep sense of commitment, security, and emotional resonance that can't be faked. Until this shift happens, you might feel like you're doing everything right, yet the love you want remains out of reach. Some women get crowned as the one effortlessly, while others are left confused and disappointed. Why? Because love isn't about surface-level charm or repeated gestures. It's about evoking a rare emotional response that makes him see you as irreplaceable. This is why some men pursue for years but never fall in love. They enjoy the chase, enjoy the company, but never experience the deeper connection. Once you understand this, you stop wondering why you're sometimes left behind. You begin to see why some relationships flourish while others fizzle despite all the effort and care poured in. It might feel uncomfortable to realize this, but it's freeing. You no longer need to overcomplicate things or change yourself to earn love. You just need to understand the psychological pattern that triggers it. Love isn't about perfection, sex, meals, or laughs. It's about creating a specific emotional environment that allows him to truly commit. Until that happens, nothing else, no charm, no attention, no effort, will make him fall in love. It explains why some women attract lusting devotion, while others are left wondering what went wrong despite their best attempts. No, that's not love. That's just attraction. That's the rush of dopamine. That's his primitive brain whispering, "She's hot, go for it." It feels exciting, thrilling, even addictive, but that's not what real love looks like. Real love isn't fireworks, it's more like construction. His heart and mind have to build it slowly, carefully, brick by brick. And if a very specific emotional condition isn't met, the construction never starts. That's why so many women feel frustrated. He might text constantly, say all the right things, bring you into his life, and still pull away suddenly. "I'm just not ready for something serious," he says. In reality, what he's saying is simple. The condition for love was never triggered. He could be head over heels for the thrill, caught up in chemistry and excitement, but love, it never even packed its bags to join him. He was swimming in attraction, feeling the highs, but the deeper connection that makes love stick, that wasn't there. Most women confuse attention, excitement, and constant communication with real commitment. They see the chasing, the care, the texts, and assume love has taken root. But without that emotional foundation, it never does. This is where the confusion starts and the heartache begins. Here's the tricky part. This is where women often make the biggest mistake. They believe love is already there because he seems involved, attentive, and affectionate. They assume that chemistry, passion, and shared fun are enough to make him fall in love. But they're only half right. These things bring him closer temporarily, yes, but love itself is not automatic. It doesn't happen just because he enjoys your company or wants to be with you. There's a deeper emotional trigger that must happen first. And until that is unlocked, all the flirting, all the fun, all the attention won't make him truly commit. Many women believe that effort automatically creates love. They give too much, care too much, invest too much, thinking, if I show loyalty, he'll know I'm the one. I have to be honest, he doesn't see it that way. In his mind, it's not love, it's convenience. It's like offering him free Netflix, Wi-Fi, and pizza every day. Sure, he'll enjoy it, maybe even love the perks, but will he truly value it? Probably not. He'll take it as long as it's there, then move on when the excitement fades. Real love doesn't grow from comfort alone. It grows from emotional challenge that still feels safe. Most women completely miss that balance. Attraction is easy. Love is rare. Attraction is like the free sample at Costco. Fun, temporary, and exciting. Love, on the other hand, costs effort, patience, and a special kind of emotional connection. It isn't given freely or easily. It must be earned in a way that makes him feel both safe and drawn in. Without this, all the attention, care, or effort you pour into him can't make him fall in love. You might feel frustrated, confused, or disappointed, wondering why he enjoys your presence but never commits. This is the harsh truth that most women only realize too late. Attraction is easy, it's instant, it takes almost no effort. That's why a man can feel drawn to multiple women in the same week. But love is different. Love requires him to invest something real, his time, his energy, his vulnerability. Here's the important part. Men don't fall in love until they believe their investment is actually worth it. And no, this isn't about playing games, ignoring him, or acting like you're too good. It's about giving him something his brain is secretly craving, something deeper than money, looks, or sex. That one thing triggers love in a way nothing else can. So what flips the switch? Here it is. Men don't truly fall in love unless they feel emotionally significant. Let that word sink in. Significant. Not just sexy, entertained, or comfortable. Significant. This is what separates the women he casually dates from the women he truly commits to. Until he feels like his presence, his effort, and his vulnerability actually matter to you, his heart stays guarded. And this isn't about empty flattery or fake validation. Men can sense that from a mile away. It has to feel real, genuine, and earned. When you give him the rare experience of feeling more than just a provider, more than a paycheck, more than a body with looks or charm, something shifts. When he realizes he brings a unique value to your life that no one else could, his mind and heart react in a new way. Suddenly he thinks, I can't lose this. That's when the emotional walls come down. That's when attraction turns into something deeper. That's when love begins, slowly, intentionally, and in a way that lasts beyond the initial thrill of chemistry. Here's why most women don't trigger it. The truth is a bit uncomfortable. Most women fail to make men feel truly significant. Instead, they fall into one of three patterns. 1. They overgive, making him feel like a guest at a 5-star hotel instead of a true partner. 2. They constantly criticize, which can make him feel like an unpaid intern failing at his job. 3. They act as if he is easily replaceable, treating him like any guy who texts a good morning could take his place. When this happens, he enjoys the attention, the fun, the company, but he never invests emotionally. Why would he? If he doesn't feel irreplaceable, he won't treat you as irreplaceable. Men fall in love the moment they feel their role in your life is unique, respected, and genuinely valued, not before. Psychologists call this the significance principle. All humans crave meaning, but men especially tie their identity to it. Think about it. Since boyhood, men are trained to perform, to win the game, fix things, and solve problems. They often link love and attachment to usefulness. If he doesn't feel that he brings something meaningful to your life, he won't attach emotionally. That's why a guy who pulled away from you can suddenly seem happy with someone else. It's rarely about looks or intelligence. It's about significance. When a man feels like he contributes uniquely to your life, like no one else could fill that role, that's when his heart opens. Until then, he may text, flirt, even pursue you, but love doesn't grow. Love requires him to feel needed, respected, and valued in a way that resonates with his sense of self. That emotional resonance is what turns attraction into deep commitment. And until you understand this, it's easy to misread his actions as affection, when in reality, he's simply enjoying the benefits without ever giving his heart. Making him feel significant is the hidden key that most women never realize exists. It usually happens when she, either on purpose or by accident, makes him feel truly significant. Once that connection forms in his brain, linking love with significance, it changes everything. Suddenly he starts prioritizing you, protecting you, and even imagining a future together. That's the turning point. The sarcastic reality? Men act like love is complicated, like it's some mysterious puzzle. But in reality, they're simpler than most think. Like Wi-Fi routers looking for a strong, reliable signal and a safe connection. You don't have to play endless games, send cryptic messages, or follow some complicated guide to make him obsessed. You just need to make him feel significant. Once that feeling hits, everything changes fast. The guy who swore off labels might suddenly ask, "So what kind of ring do you like?" Faster than you can imagine a surprise proposal trending on Instagram. Recognition matters to him, but it doesn't need to be over the top. Men respond to genuine acknowledgement. You don't have to throw a parade every time he takes out the trash or does something small. Simple, sincere recognition goes further than constant praise. When he feels his effort, presence, and role truly matter, that's when attachment deepens into real love. This is the key most women miss. Love isn't triggered by looks, attention, or even affection alone. It's about giving him a rare sense of importance that he can't find anywhere else. When he experiences this, his brain signals, "I can't let this go." Suddenly the chase ends and he's fully invested, emotionally, mentally, and sometimes for a lifetime. Understanding this changes everything, from how you approach dating to how relationships evolve. It's simple, psychological, and surprisingly powerful. This is the hidden switch that makes him move from casual interest to serious, committed love. Men aren't puppies. What they really want is acknowledgement for their effort, not exaggerated applause for doing the bare minimum. When he plans something, fixes something, or simply shows up for you, say something genuine like, "I noticed how you did that. It really made my day easier. I don't take that for granted." Real recognition makes him feel that his effort matters, but overpraising every little thing cheapens it. If every small action gets confetti, he knows you're faking it. True significance comes from feeling uniquely valued, not from being treated like a child who gets a gold star just for existing. Another way to trigger it is to let him teach you something. Men are hardwired to want to feel competent. It's part of their psychology. When you ask him to show you a skill, even something small like, "Show me how you grill that steak," or "Can you explain how this gadget works?" it gives him a sense of importance. It isn't about needing him to teach you, it's about giving him space to shine. When he becomes your go-to source for knowledge or skill, he feels irreplaceable. His brain thinks, "She depends on me in a way no one else does." That's the spark of significance. The third way is respecting his opinions, even when you disagree. If you constantly dismiss his perspective, you risk shutting down his heart faster than a bad Wi-Fi connection. You don't have to agree, but you must respect how he thinks. Instead of saying, "That's dumb," try, "I see why you think that, even though I feel differently. Tell me more." Respect doesn't mean silence. It means letting him express himself without fear of judgment. Once a man feels his voice matters in your world, his brain interprets it as, "My presence matters too." That emotional domino is what leads to deeper love. Here's the paradox of significance. Men crave it, but they don't fall in love with women who need them for everything. Real love isn't about dependency, it's about balance. When a man feels significant, useful, and respected, he can give his heart freely. But if he senses that his role is being overextended or taken for granted, attachment fades. Significance must feel earned and genuine. It can't be manufactured or forced. When you understand and apply this, you stop chasing love and instead create the conditions where a man chooses to commit wholeheartedly, not out of obligation, but because he feels truly valued in your life. Men fall for women who are already complete on their own, but still allow him to add value. It's a paradox. He doesn't want to be your savior, he wants to be your partner. He doesn't want you helpless, he wants you strong and independent, yet open enough to let him step in sometimes. Think of it like dancing. You could dance perfectly alone, but when he joins in and you let him lead for a few steps, he feels the rhythm too. That's when significance turns into love. It's subtle, powerful, and often overlooked, but it's what separates women he dates casually from women he truly commits to. Why does this work? The neuroscience explains it. Brain studies show that when men feel valued and significant, their oxytocin, the bonding hormone, spikes. This is the same chemical that connects mothers to babies, and it works the same way with men bonding to women. When he experiences significance with you, his brain links that oxytocin rush directly to you. Suddenly, you're no longer just another woman, you become his emotional addiction. That's when the shift happens. From casual interest to deep commitment, from maybe to must-have, from temporary to forever. Here's the question to leave you with. Which men in your life are showing you that you matter to them? Real love is a two-way street. It's not just about making a man fall for you. It's about making sure your love is matched with the way he makes you feel. If you're doing all the work and he isn't, congratulations. You're not his queen, you're his convenience. A man who doesn't make you feel significant isn't the one who deserves to love you. Understanding this changes everything from dating to long-term relationships and gives you the clarity to recognize who is truly worthy of your heart. The thing most people don't realize is that love isn't something you can force, and it isn't something that comes just from being charming, funny, or attractive. Those things get attention, yes, but attention is temporary. Real love grows when someone feels seen, valued, and essential. Think about it. How often have you noticed that the people who genuinely stay in your life are those who make you feel significant? They don't just enjoy your presence. They actively make you feel like you matter, like your thoughts, your feelings, and your choices truly count. That is the difference between casual attraction and lasting love. So how do you become that person who triggers real love? It's not about changing yourself or playing games. It's about creating the space for someone to feel their value. Let him teach you something. Notice his efforts, even the small ones. Respect his opinions, even if you disagree. These are simple acts, but their effect is profound. They communicate a message louder than words ever could. You matter. You are important. What you bring into my life is unique. When a man feels that, his brain starts connecting all the dopamine and oxytocin highs to you. You don't have to entertain him constantly. You don't have to prove yourself over and over. You simply give him the rare feeling that his presence actually changes your world, and suddenly love follows. Another thing to remember is balance. Men don't want to feel needed for everything, and they don't want to be the only source of your happiness. In fact, one of the most attractive things you can do is show him that you are whole on your own. When you're strong, independent, and confident, he sees that being with you is a choice, not a necessity, and that makes your connection far more meaningful. Think of it like dancing together. You can dance alone perfectly, but when you let him step in for a few moves, he feels the rhythm with you. That tiny space for him to contribute is where significance blossoms. And once significance blossoms, love follows naturally, without force or pressure. It's also important to recognize your own significance. Real love is a two-way street. You shouldn't spend all your energy proving someone's worthiness while ignoring your own. The man who doesn't make you feel significant is not the one you should invest your heart in. True commitment comes from a place where both people feel valued, respected, and irreplaceable. That's why some relationships feel effortless and lasting. They're built on this balance of mutual significance, and that is what you should aim for. Not perfection, not constant attention, but real, meaningful value that neither of you could replace. Finally, understand that love is a journey, not a sprint. It takes patience, clarity, and observation. Watch for the signs. Who notices your efforts? Who respects your voice? Who lets you shine while showing their value in return? That is the person worth your heart. When you understand this, everything changes. From how you date, to how you communicate, to how you recognize the person who truly deserves your love. Because love that is built on significance, respect, and emotional value is not fleeting. It lasts, it deepens, and when you find it, you realize that all the effort, all the waiting, all the lessons along the way were worth it.